Hi students, welcome to VerandaRace, and in today's session we are going to discuss yet again some wonderful questions, some fantastic questions on English that will help you enhance your command over the English language. But before I start, let me tell you one thing, that in order to gain a sudden command or very fast if you want to improve English, you must every day write something. This is a very good learning which I have got in my life. When I tried to improve my English language skills in a shorter period of time, I started writing. As I'm an author also, so I realized that when we write and get it corrected by some experts, your seniors or your teachers, then you come to know your errors very soon, and in that case you improve your English very fast. So please start writing. That is my suggestion to you. Please start writing and get it corrected by your seniors, your teachers, your peers, your colleagues who are good at English. Fine? So let us start. Audio video clear? Good morning, Radha Babu, Monisha S. Radha Babu. Okay, fine. So let us start the session. I'll make it very fast in order to, I'll be very articulate as well as fast. Fine. Let us start the session. So error spotting. We'll do error spotting, multiple errors and sentence rearrangement today. Okay. So when asked about the ailments, plaguing the elderly, plaguing means affecting badly. Yes, Vidya Pal Pandit, good morning. Okay. When asked about the ailments plaguing means affecting the elderly badly, doctors at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences said that 75% of problems in old age should be, could be, because the sentence starts with asked, said, so it should be could be, attributed to osteoporosis. So answer will be only 3 has an error. Okay. Clear? So it should be could in the place of can. Replace can with could because the sentence is in past tense. Clear? Moving ahead to the next question. I'm trying to be very slow in my language but fast in my application of solving questions. Please understand this. For inter-house unity was an objective this year. There were several matches arranged, usually on a Sunday afternoon as this one was, that did not count towards the cup, in an attempt to promote friendly rivalry rather than the cutthroat attitudes of many previous years. Difficult question. Let's understand. For inter-house unity as an objective this year, so it should not be was. For inter-house unity as an objective this year, there were several matches arranged, usually on a Sunday afternoon as this one was, this is fine, that did not count towards the cup in an attempt to promote friendly rivalry rather than the cutthroat attitudes of many previous years. So it should be 1 and 3, I guess. So both 1 and 3, this will be the answer. Let us not try to understand. If you want to understand the meaning, that's fine. I'll explain the meaning. But the error is very, very lucid, very conspicuous, very obvious, very apparent that here it should be as. Because for inter-house unity as an objective this year, not was an objective. Because, or we can write inter-house unity was an objective this year, but it will not justify there were. So it should be for inter-house unity as an objective this year. There were several matches arranged, usually on a Sunday afternoon, as this one was, that did not count towards the cup. Count towards the cup means not planned. In an attempt to promote friendly rivalry rather than it should be than the cutthroat attitudes of many previous years. So error is in 1 and 3. Fine? Well, moving ahead, today we have a very brilliant assortment of questions. As I told you, fantastic questions, wonderful questions. Moving ahead, when Procter & Gamble CEO A.G. Lafley taped Deb Henrietta to run P&G's North American Baby Care Division in 1999. Tape means enrolled. Okay. He says should be said. It should be said. He said he did so precisely because she lacked of experience in that. She lacked experience in that division. So error is in part 2 and 3. Both 2 and 3. E is the answer. Very easy question. So when Procter & Gamble CEO A.G. Lafley taped Deb Henrietta to run P&G's North American Baby Care Division in 1999, he said he did so precisely because she means Deb Henrietta lacked experience in that division. Okay. So let me I need some feedback from you. Are the questions very difficult for you when I generally take the classes at 11 o'clock? If you want, I can tone down, I can mellow down the questions, but it's good if you solve difficult questions. That is my perception. Okay. So if the questions are very easy, then again you will complain. If the questions are difficult, I don't know whether you will complain or not. So better move to the next question, not waste time on all these things. So the transgender house was created. The transgender house was created with the aim of providing a safe space. The transgender house was created with the aim of providing a safe space when transgender people can be empowered and can acquire knowledge and skills without the fear of being discriminated against, rejected or attacked. Very simple question. It should be where. It should be where, because it talks about a safe space. It talks about a safe space. So the transgender house was created with the aim of providing a safe space where transgender people could be empowered. This is also incorrect. Could be empowered and could acquire. So error is in part 2, 100% only 2, and skills without the fear of being discriminated against, rejected or attacked. So error is in only 2. Wonderful questions, right? So nobody is responding. I don't know why. You should respond, or rather I'm making it very fast, I guess. No problem. There's a lag, the way I'm expressing and the way it is coming to you. I'm sure there's a lag, but still you should try at least. You should give answers. By the time I give the answer, your answer should come, right? So this is could, and it should be where, the space where transgender people could. Okay. Next question. There had been nothing greatly lacking. There had been nothing greatly lacking at the 60 million pound man's performances. Okay. There had been nothing greatly lacking at the 60 million pound man's performances for City in his previous 7 appearances. Okay, this should be appearances first of all. So 2 has an error. 2 has an error. This may be the answer. This may be the answer. These are not incorrect. So we are left with 3 options: B, C and E. We are left with 3 options. So either it can be only 2. So there had been nothing greatly lacking at the 60 million pound man's performances for City in his previous 7 appearances this season, except a confidence boosting goal. So let us assume, what is this talking about? Because if we go by the grammatical method, we have found the correct error, that's only 2. Otherwise, if we have to talk about the current affairs, is it talking about the Manchester United or Manchester City? I don't know. But let's check it once again. My current affairs is not very strong, so let's go by the grammatical method. Still, we'll read the first part as well. It can be first 1 and 2 as well. You can give your views on that. So there had been nothing greatly lacking. This is no error till now. Till now there is no error at the 60 million pound man's performances for City in his previous 7 appearances. So what is this man's performances for City in his previous, for man's. Okay, there had been nothing greatly lacking at the 60 million pound man's performances. It should be performance. So 100% 2 has an error. Man's performance for City in his previous 7 appearances, this season except a confidence boosting goal. So it's about Manchester City, I'm sure. So here it should be, Mans means the club, I guess. So it should be performance, because it's the 60 million pound man's performance. It's a one performance. So error is 100% part 2. So 2 will be an error. I think you've got it, right? Only 2 has an error. Moving ahead, find the correct sentence. They are given 4 sentences in which you have to find one correct sentence. Rest are wrong, or it may be multiple correct sentences. You have to find the correct sentence, or all are correct. Let's see which all are the correct sentences. Under the new regime, you will be liable for automatic penalties for late submission of your tax return. Interesting questions, aren't they? You should enjoy the process, I'm telling you, because process is always more beautiful than the destination. The journey is more beautiful than the destination. So don't think about the destination, just enjoy the process. Okay. Under the new regime, you will be liable for automatic penalties. So it should be liable to automatic penalties. This is 100% an error. I felt a growing sense of alarm when he do not return that night. It's incorrect. When he did not. An astronaut will attempt to leave the stationary spaceship and then returned to it. This is also incorrect. It was hard to return to mundane matters after such exciting. This is also incorrect. So I think we are confused with the first option, because these 3 are 100% incorrect. I felt a growing sense of alarm when he did not return that night. It should be did. An astronaut will attempt to leave the stationary spaceship and then return to it. Return, R-E-T-U-R-N. Then it was hard to return to mundane matters after such exciting what? Such excitement. So let's go to the first question again. I think liable for is acceptable. I'm not sure. Well, let me check. So under the new regime, you will be liable for, see, he is liable to punishment. He is liable to punishment. He is liable for automatic penalties. So we can do one thing. We have liable for also and liable to also. So liable to make mistakes, liable to action, and liable for nouns. So this is automatic penalties. So he is liable to actions, liable to performing well, liable to getting scolded, liable for penalties, liable for punishment. So this will be 1 is correct. A is correct. That's how we learnt it, right? So moving ahead to the next question, we have to find the correct sentence. Okay, so we have learned a new thing: liable to actions, liable for nouns, that is punishments or automatic penalties and all. So suddenly Maya remembered that she had left her earrings in her purse. This is incorrect. This should be her purse. So this is incorrect sentence. Okay, this is not the answer. I feel that the success is hers more. Incorrect. Is hers, H-E-R-S. This should be H-E-R-S. This should be her. Okay. Her wasn't the only life that had been shaken by the violent attack. It should be hers. It should be hers. Hers means hers life. We cannot, like mine wasn't the only life. It's not like my life was the only life. It's mine wasn't the only life, or hers wasn't the only life. So this is incorrect. Let's check the fourth one. The manor house had been built several hundred years ago, and every room but hers was a restroom. It should be restroom. So this is correct. This is correct. This was something was left here. So restroom. Okay, fine. So D is correct. Fine. Nobody is responding. So many people are live, but nobody is responding. I don't know why. Are you shocked by the questions? I'm not sure. Well, moving ahead to the next question. Find the correct sentence. The Prime Minister has called upon the youth to attain new heights with their innovative expertise. This is wrong. Startups growing in tier 2 and tier 3 cities of developing countries is bound to draw global recognition. It should be R, because it's talking about startups. It's a plural word, right? Startups are bound to draw global recognition. Fine. Trying times test the community's involvement and their capability to work in a team to see the crisis through. Wonderful. This is correct, I guess. Let's check the next one. Samuel P. Huntington ascribed the third wave of democratization across the globe in the late 20th century to the demonstration effect. Oh my God. This also seems to be correct. So let us check whether C or D is correct. Let's check between C and D. Let's read C once again. Trying times test the community's involvement and their, oh my God, it should be its, right? It should be its. Why? Because we're talking about the community's involvement. So this is incorrect. See how we analyze, do the analysis and solve the questions. So D is 100% correct. D is the correct answer. Okay, R bound. Somebody says R bound. Vicky G. Attain. Yeah, correct. Attain is correct. R bound. Yeah, correct. Then he says, okay, this is its capability. Okay. So finally, Vicky G has come back. He has started answering. I always wondered there was some other Vicky who is answering the questions, but Vicky G is there who is answering the question. Fine. Find the correct sentence. Let's solve the correct sentence. The university has gained its recognition due to their, so it should be its. It should be its, right? Its excellent engineering faculty. So this is incorrect sentence. Fine. Okay. There is no guarantee that the student will receive her grant, which is incorrect. Student should be replaced by his or her both. But still it is correct, right? Because you see, there is no guarantee that the student, we can also write her. It is not outright incorrect, I would say. Let's see whether it can be correct or not. There is no guarantee that the student will receive her grant although applying for a scholarship. Although, let me check. Although she had applied for, let us just keep this as a reserve question, reserve part. Okay. The football team chose the Wolves as their mascot. Okay, this is wrong because football team is singular. So it should be its mascot. Okay, its mascot. So it is incorrect sentence. The poet had been lost for days, was lost for days. Still, wait. The poet had been lost for days till that one ray of the sun hit her face and ignited her imagination. This is correct, I'm sure. So we have fight between B and D. Let's check which is correct. So there is no guarantee that the student will receive her grant although applying for a scholarship. So what does it mean? Let's read D again. The poet had been lost for days. Was lost for days is incorrect because it is for days. So with for we use past perfect or present perfect. The poet had been lost for days till that one ray of the sun hit her face and ignited her imagination. This is correct, 100% correct. So we have to check this. There is no guarantee that the student will receive her grant, although is incorrect here. There should be some other word. Let's check what. No guarantee that the student will receive her grant, although she was applying for or she is applying for a scholarship. Although cannot have this particular structure. So this is incorrect. So this the final answer will be although is like although she is applying. There should be some verb after although. You understand that? Or it's a subject after that. We cannot say although applying. There should be some subject. Although is generally followed by a subject because it's a conjunction. You understand that? So conjunction should be followed by a subject. So moving ahead. Find the correct sentence. One more very interesting questions. D correct. Yeah, D is correct, Venkat. Venkat, D is correct. Yeah. The proposal was met with enthusiastic from all. So stupid question, sentence this is, you see. The proposal was met with enthusiasm. That should be the correct answer. The enthusiasm. This is incorrect. Okay. The seats needs. This is incorrect. The seats need because seats is plural. So it should be need. The crew captain blew his whistle as a signal for the crew to gather on deck immediately. Wonderful. So this is correct, I am sure. Okay, this is correct, I am sure. Let's keep it in reserve. Veganism. What is veganism? People who don't use milk products or don't use milk, they are known as vegans. So veganism is on the rising as a more sustainable dietary option, all the while causing more harm than good to the environment. Oh my God. Two sentences seem to be correct. We have to find the actual error in this. Okay, let's see. Between C and D. The fight is between C and D. The crew captain blew his whistle as a signal for the crew to gather on deck immediately. Wonderful. Perfectly correct, right? Veganism is on the rising as a more sustainable dietary option, all the while causing more harm than good to the environment. Two sentences are seeming to be correct, but there is certain error. We will keep the question as reserved. We will come back to the question because there is bound to be error in one part. We will keep this question as reserved. Now we have error spotting question, then we will have rearrangement. We have to come back to that question, remember. Okay, the increased volumes of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases, we have to find which part has an error. The increased volumes of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases released by the burning of fossil fuels, land clearing, agriculture and other human activities are believed to be the primary sources of the global warming that has occurred over the past 50 years. No error. I'll tell you why. See part by part. The increased volumes of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases, perfect. Released by the burning of fossil fuels, land clearing, agriculture and other human activities, no error. Are believed, because it talks about the increased volumes, to be the primary sources of the global warming and has occurred over the past 50 years. There can be an error in fourth part because and that has been occurring or that are believed has occurred over the. This is no error question. This is no error question because all the tenses have been used correctly, all the conjunctions, preposition have been used correctly. The scholarship for the previous question. The scholarship for the previous question. Have occurred. No. This, wait, wait. I'll tell you what. Are believed to be the primary source of the global warming that has occurred. This has occurred is for the global warming which comes before that. Okay. The band was made up of a diverse group of individuals belonging to different countries and cultures. The band was made up of a diverse group of individuals. So 3 has an error. Not 1, not 2, but 3. Because it's diverse. Wiki, please understand, not have occurred because we're talking about the global warming. Okay. Individuals. Dole believes in making a, Dole is a company in America that deals with, I'm not sure, but Dole is a company, right? So Dole believes in making a current government function by cooperating, compromising and working out the inevitable disagreements of a diverse society. Okay. Dole believes in making a current government function, because it's the current government, so it is the specific government. So it should be article the and not article a. Okay. Dole believes in making the current government function by cooperating, compromising and working out the inevitable disagreements of a diverse society. Error is in part 1. A part has an error. Okay. 100%. Any question? Individuals. Yeah. Okay. Individuals. Perfect. Who has said this? Vicky G. So all Vicky are intelligent people. Let's move ahead. If you go through life with a perspective that you have something to learn, from everyone you meet, you will hold a lot of informal mentors along the way. Okay? If you go through life with a perspective that you have something to learn from everyone you meet, you will hold a lot of informal mentors along the way. Okay. If you go through life with a perspective that you have something to learn from everyone you meet, go through life is a bit dicey. Let me check what the others say. Okay. So if you go through life, going through something is like reading it. So going through life, if you go through life, that's correct, that's correct. If you go through life with a perspective that you have something to learn from everyone you meet, that's fine. You will hold a lot of informal mentors along the way. There's no error in this question. 100% correct question. India is the fastest growing economy in the world and is expected to be one of the top 3 economic powers of the world over the next 10 to 15 years, backed by its strong democratic and partnership. Backed by its strong democracy. It should be a noun, right? Partnerships and democracy. So, India is the fastest growing, all correct, yeah, correct, okay. India is the fastest growing economy in the world and is expected to be one of the top 3 economic powers of the world over the next 10 to 15 years, backed by strong democracy and partnerships. Clear? Okay. Rumi's use of Persian but Arabic in his poetry. Rumi's use of Persian but Arabic in his poetry. This is incorrect. One has an error because it should be either and, because we cannot say use of Persian but Arabic. We have to create a contradiction for that matter. For example, we could have said Rumi's used Persian instead of, or did not use Persian but he used. This is error, so it should be and. In addition to some Turkish, in addition to, see, this means Persian and Arabic in addition to some Turkish and less Greek have resulted. No need to check further. A has an error. Okay. Moving ahead. Now we will do sentence rearrangement. Okay. So, well, the coronavirus outbreak has, this is the first sentence, no doubt. So we do have an option like that. Yeah. Only one option is there which starts with E. Let's check it once again. This is the answer. The coronavirus outbreak has fanned the flames of partisan bickering over ballot access that have been a sticking point for years. Wonderful. This is the correct answer. This is easier because, you know, even if you know the first sentence, you can find the answer. Next. Tacoma police officers restrained and handcuffed him. Okay, wait. Ellis died after telling that he couldn't breathe as they physically restrained and handcuffed. Okay, B, it starts with B. This is the answer. So easy. Let's check. Ellis died after telling Tacoma police officers that he couldn't. This is the answer. So easy, you know. See, Ellis died after telling Tacoma police officer that he couldn't breathe as they physically restrained and handcuffed him. This is the answer. Correct answer. No need to research a lot. Next, third question. Okay. The Federal Reserve painted a grim view of the economy on Wednesday, releasing EBD. Let's check. The Federal Reserve painted a grim view of the economy on Wednesday, releasing new predictions. So this is the answer, ACEBD. See, we are able to identify the first sentence very easily, and the next sentence, if we check, if the first sentence is correct, you can find the option by the first letters like C, B, D, A, B, and then you can check the rest of them. Okay. I told you I'll be doing it fast. Okay, fine. The issue of the day, okay, the issue of the day for Facebook is President Donald Trump. Okay, the issue of the day for Facebook is President Donald Trump posting inaccurate content. C. This is the answer. CBEAD. So have I made a mistake or what? What I've done is, I guess, no, it's not necessary that the first sentence starts with a capital letter, but it's not like that. You can check the other questions as well. It's not necessary, but this is the correct answer. Fine. Let's move ahead. No. The legal functions role in assuring the legal functions role in assuring operational excellence cannot be overstated in the modern business environment. Again, simple answer. Correct, correct, correct. See, this question does not have a capital letter. So I'm so relieved I've not made a mistake. Okay, great. So we have to come back to that previous question also, remember. Okay. So surface water bodies in different areas will experience either rise or fall in heat levels when the pollution clears, depending on the nature of local pollution humidity levels. And no. Let me check. Please answer this question. Please answer this question. Surface water bodies in different areas. This seems to be the first sentence. Surface water bodies in different areas will experience either rise or fall in heat levels when the pollution clears, depending on the nature of local. Okay, wait. Let us assume C is the first sentence. Let's check. Surface water bodies in different areas will experience either rise or fall in depending on the no, this is not the correct answer. Depending on the nature of local surface water bodies. Let's start with E. Depending on the nature of local pollution humidity levels and surface water bodies in different areas will experience. No, this is also not correct. Let us check one by one. Let's start with A. Heat levels when the pollution clears. What's your answer? Praveen Kumar says B. E, B, C, D, A. But I'm not convinced, Praveen Kumar. Why are you saying like that? If we say B is the answer, E, B, C, D, A. Depending on the nature of local pollution, humidity levels and surface water bodies in different areas will experience. No, this is not going fine. This is not going fine. Well, let me go this side. I'll think it's better from this side. Okay. A. ADB. Let's try this one. Heat levels when the pollution clears will experience either rise or fall in pollution, humidity levels and surface water bodies in different areas. What happened? Okay. Heat levels when the pollution clears will experience either rise or fall in pollution, humidity levels and surface water bodies in different areas depending on the nature of local. Okay, wait. Let's come back to this. Sanju Rock says 4 is the answer. ADECB. Yeah, that's fine. ADEBC. Heat levels when the pollution clears will experience either rise or fall in. No, this is not cleared. Okay, let's mark this question. We'll come back to it again because we have better questions to solve first. Well, wait. C option is correct. Lawrence Jebastien says C option is correct. CDEAB. Surface water bodies in different areas will experience either higher fall in depending on the nature of local heat levels when the pollution clears. No. None of the options match actually. Let me come back to the question. None of the options match. So everybody says C option is correct. Why is this so? I'm telling you, let's come back to this question. Wait. Okay, this one. Sanju says no, sir. Wow. Okay. Okay, Sanju, fine. Very good, Sanju, very good. Okay, let's solve this question. One final attempt I'll give, then I'll solve the question. One final attempt. Then the pollution clears. Okay, this is the last sentence. A. Wait. Depending on the nature of local pollution, humidity levels and surface water bodies in different areas will experience either rise or fall in heat levels. Oh my God, this is the answer. B is the answer. B is the answer. B is the answer. Clear? Volume is low, somebody says. Volume is low. B is the answer, students. B is the answer. See, I'll tell you what, how. Depending on the nature of local pollution, humidity levels and surface water bodies in different areas will experience either rise or fall in heat levels when the pollution clears. This is the last part of this paragraph. Please understand this. B is, Pavishri says E. No, B is the correct answer. Nobody has said B till now. Yeah, Praveen Kumar had said B. Praveen, you are right. B is the correct answer. B is the correct answer. Okay. Next. Okay. Our gymnasts deserve an opportunity to perform at the trials, to have their performance judged impartially. Any trial. Okay. So, our gymnasts deserve. This is the first sentence. A. Either this is the answer or this is the answer. Either 1 is the answer or 5 is the answer. Okay. So, our gymnasts deserve an opportunity. Any trial? No. Our gymnasts deserve an opportunity to perform at the trials, to have sufficient time to prepare for any trial and to have their performance. So, this is the answer. Clear? Okay. Next question. Yeah. Okay. The impulse to solve. A. The impulse to solve by no. Technology is a familiar. C. Technology is a familiar one in development policy. The impulse no. Social or economic problems. Social or economic problems by inventing a new, the impulse to solve. Okay. Let me give some time. Can you answer this question? Mayuri Kumar Avel or Praveen Kumar? Yeah, E they say. A, E, B, C. The impulse to solve social economic problems by inventing a new technology is familiar. Yeah, correct. A, E, B, C, D. Correct. Okay. I accept. Next question. For the past 3 decades, the judgment is hugely significant, has gripped and driven, okay. Has gripped and is significant, revolving around an intersection of faith and politics that has gripped. Okay, EC. This is an option. BDECA, let's check. The judgment is hugely significant, revolving around an intersection of faith and politics that has gripped and driven India for past 3 decades. Okay, this is the answer. How did I find? EC. EC is a pair. So I could find EC was there in one option. Then I found that BDEC is the correct answer. Okay. This is a big one. This is a big one. Okay. The movement from one stage to another, with the economy moving from stage to total lockdown in April. The movement from one stage to another, it has been observed that B. So there are 3 options of B. So let us assume that B is the first sentence. Okay. It has been observed that the movement from it has been observed that with the economy evolving from stage of total lockdown in April to a gradual opening of the windows. So BDA. This is the correct answer, I guess. Let's check. Okay. It has been observed that with the economy moving from a stage of total lockdown in April to a gradual opening up of windows in subsequent months, the movement from one stage to another did not reflect in macroeconomic numbers. That's the answer. Where a level? Okay. Next question. Okay, no thanks. We'll go to the previous question. That error question, right? Yeah, this one. The crew, please help me in this question, okay? Because there are 2 sentences which seem to be correct. We cannot have option like both are correct. So it has to be one. Or I don't remember if there was an option like both are correct. Let's check. The crew captain blew his whistle as a signal for the crew to gather on deck immediately. This is 100% correct. No error in this. Veganism is on the rising as a more sustainable dietary option. Oh my God. As the most sustainable dietary option, all the while causing more harm than good to the environment. So it can be like veganism is on the rising as one of the most, not more it should be like that. Cruise, somebody says cruise. No. Crew is a collective noun. Crew is a collective noun. You cannot say CREW''S. I'm sure this is the answer. Veganism is on the rising as one of the most sustainable dietary options. Not a more, because we are not comparing it with all other dietary options. So we are saying as one of the most sustainable dietary option. That should be a correct answer. Clear? I'm sure you are convinced with this answer, right? So error is in part. This is C is the correct sentence. C has no error, okay? So students, I hope you enjoyed today's session a lot because we did wonderful questions, fantastic questions, fantabulous questions. I want to show you the thank you slide because I want to say thanks to you because you enjoyed the session a lot. I'm sure of that, and you participated in that. Thank you so much for that. Okay, students. Well, thank you for being with me throughout the journey of 44 minutes for today. I hope you enjoyed the session. Please start writing because writing will. It's correct. Somebody says which race branch is best? Is any Erode branches clear the banks? I'm not sure. Hindu, please don't ask me such questions. Every race branch is the best. Please understand this, okay? Every race branch wherever you go is the best branch. So let me tell you, please start writing right from today. And if you start writing, you will improve substantially. Thank you so much for being part of this session.